The Toronto Real Estate Board's June 2025 report reveals that ownership housing affordability continued to improve, with average selling prices and borrowing costs remaining lower than last year's levels. However, despite showing month-over-month momentum, many potential homebuyers remain cautious due to economic uncertainty. The GTA housing market continued to show signs of recovery in June, with more listings available, allowing buyers to take advantage of increased choice and negotiate discounts off asking prices. The Toronto Real Estate Board reported 6,243 home sales through their MLS system in June 2025, which was down by 2.4% compared to June 2024. However, new listings entered into the MLS system amounted to 19,839, up by 7.7% year over year. The market showed mixed signals, with the MLS Home Price Index composite benchmark down by 5.5% year over year in June 2025, and the average selling price at $1,101,691, down by 5.4% compared to June 2024. Hey there, real estate enthusiasts and future homeowners. Are you tired of hearing conflicting opinions about what's really happening in the GTA housing market? Well, today we're cutting through the noise with hard data that could change your investment strategy completely. While everyone's debating whether prices are crashing or soaring, the June 2025 numbers tell a fascinating story that smart investors are already capitalizing on. Before we dive into the numbers, let me ask you this. If you were in the market to sell or buy, would you want to know what happened last year, or would you prefer the most current month-over-month data? That's exactly why I focus on analyzing month-over-month trends rather than year-over-year comparisons. You need current intelligence, not historical storytelling. Now, I'm going to share a lot of numbers with you today, and here's why that matters. Numbers don't lie, people do. Numbers don't have emotions, agendas, or wishful thinking. I focus on data to arm you with facts so you can make informed decisions rather than believing what someone thinks might be happening in the market. The numbers spell out everything you need to know to become a better real estate investor. Let's start with what the Toronto Real Estate Board is officially reporting. Housing affordability has actually improved in June, with both selling prices and borrowing costs remaining lower than last year's levels. The market is showing signs of recovery, but here's the interesting part. Many buyers are still sitting on the sidelines due to economic uncertainty. This creates a unique opportunity window for informed investors who understand what these numbers really mean. The official data shows 6,243 home sales in June, down 2.4% from last year. But here's where it gets interesting. New listings jumped 7.7% year over year to 19,839 units. This imbalance between supply and demand is creating negotiating power for buyers that we haven't seen in years. Now let's dive into the month-over-month analysis that really matters for your investment decisions. The overall GTA market saw 5,891 total sales in June, down 4.9% from May's 6,196 sales. Active listings decreased slightly by 0.9% to 31,193 units, while new listings dropped significantly by 9.2% to 19,680 units. But here's where the real opportunities lie, in the segment-by-segment breakdown. Detached homes, which represent the largest market segment, saw 2,716 sales, down only 3.8% from May. With 12,660 active listings and new listings dropping 9.5% to 8,600 units, we're seeing a stabilizing market that's creating selective opportunities. Condo apartments tell a different story entirely. Sales dropped 5.6% to 1,402 units, but here's the critical insight. New listings plummeted 12.1% to 5,478 units. This dramatic reduction in new supply could signal future price pressure and potential opportunities for investors who understand timing. The townhome market is where we see the most dramatic shift. Freehold townhomes experienced an 18.2% sales decline to 520 units, while active listings actually increased 2.2% to 2,232 units. This segment is clearly becoming a buyer's market with significant negotiating leverage. Semi-detached homes show interesting divergence. Sales dropped 4% to 578 units, but active listings increased 4% to 1,750 units. This is the only segment showing growing inventory, making it potentially the most attractive opportunity for buyers seeking value. Now let's talk about price movements because this is where the rubber meets the road. The overall median price across all property types actually increased 0.5% from $955,000 in May to $960,000 in June. This shows seller resilience despite declining sales volumes. However, when we break it down by property type, we see significant variations. Detached homes saw their median price drop 1.1% from $1,259,000 to $1,245,000. Semi-detached homes experienced a 1.2% decline to $995,500. Freehold townhouses had the steepest price drop at 1.4%, falling to $915,250. Even condo apartments declined 0.8% to $590,000. What does this all mean for you as an investor? We're seeing a market in transition where overall prices are holding steady, but individual segments are showing weaknesses that create opportunities. The detached and townhome segments are experiencing the most price pressure, potentially offering the best entry points for investors with proper financing in place. The condo market presents a different opportunity entirely. With new listings dropping over 12% month over month, we could see supply constraints driving future price appreciation, especially in desirable locations. Here's my take on the current market dynamics. We're in a sweet spot where affordability has improved, borrowing costs are more favorable than last year, and sellers are becoming more negotiable. The Toronto Real Estate Board's own data shows buyers are successfully negotiating discounts off asking prices, something we haven't seen consistently in years. The key insight that many investors are missing is that this market requires a surgical approach rather than a broad brush strategy. Each property type and location has its own dynamics, and successful investors are focusing on the segments showing the greatest opportunity rather than trying to time the entire market. Economic uncertainty is keeping many buyers on the sidelines, but remember, uncertainty creates opportunity for those who understand the data. When the crowd is hesitant, informed investors can secure better deals with more favorable terms. The Toronto Real Estate Board's leadership is calling for additional interest rate cuts and resolution of trade uncertainty with the United States. If these factors align, we could see accelerated market momentum that benefits early movers in the current environment. For those considering their next move, whether buying your first home or adding to your investment portfolio, the current data suggests this is a time for strategic action rather than paralysis. The combination of improved affordability, increased inventory, and seller flexibility creates conditions that favor prepared buyers. If you're finding value in this data-driven analysis, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss these crucial market updates. And if you know someone on their own real estate journey who could benefit from this information, be sure to share this video with them. Your support helps me continue creating valuable content that cuts through the market noise with real numbers and actionable insights. The numbers are clear. We're in a market that rewards knowledge and preparation over speculation and hesitation. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, upgrade your current situation, or expand your investment portfolio, understanding these month-over-month trends gives you the competitive advantage you need. Ready to turn this market intelligence into action? I invite you to book a call through my Calendly link where we can discuss all things real estate and dive into an in-depth analysis of your specific situation. Whether you're evaluating a potential home purchase or need a comprehensive home evaluation, I'm here to help. As a licensed Level 2 agent, I can also assist you in securing a new mortgage or restructuring your existing one to take advantage of current market conditions. The data shows opportunity, but opportunity without action is just information. Let's work together to make your real estate goals a reality in this evolving market. Stay savvy, stay informed, stay knowledgeable, and until next time, may your investments flourish and your dreams of home ownership become a reality. Catch you in the next one.